How do our friendships help us navigate our challenges? I have had issues. I'm a work in progress and I cannot deny that. There are things I have done and I look back and I'm like, if I did not do that, I'll be in a better place. And one thing I never knew that you could actually sit down and talk to somebody and your life can change.
Yes.
You see, my friendship with you, I'm not going to use people who are not here. My friendship with you has taught me things. You remember when I would come with my story or your guy and I tell you. At some point I realized I told myself, I need to stop going to Lillian with this story. It's old. It was a challenge for me. It gave me anxiety and everything. Because due to you have those physical symptoms of anxiety whereby you're in bed sleeping and you're scared out of your sleep like that. So I had those things and I would come and talk to you and you would say, they would seem like words that I would listen to, and some of them I wouldn't listen, but the audio would play in my mind later on until I told. Do you know what? Do you know how there are times we would have conversations and you're literally learning. You're saying, oh my God, Julie, that is helping me. Can you imagine? That has helped me. But I got out of that conversation. I would get out of those conversations relieved. And I would spend the next days until the devil convinces me again to go back to that issue. So I've had challenges in my life where I thought I can't get through, and I'll sit it through with a friend, and I realize I have power over it. Like a friend of mine, I wanted even to send them a message and tell them the other day, and I'm like, man, you taught me something. There's a point where, when you want to go how you want to get out of office and step out and do something and come back, or go and not come back. I used to have a lot of fear to say that I need to go and do something. So I have someone who told me, Judy, it's a matter of asking. If they say no, you will die. If they say yes, go. That thing, it seems very small, like why wouldn't you say what you want to do? Because it's not about even getting out of office, about other things in life. Someone telling you about a boy you're crying over, man, and they tell you, Julie, if that person loves you, they will treat you exactly like them, or they would treat you even more than they treat themselves. And you are like, okay, if I did not have these friends, how would I go through?
Yeah, I hear you. So really, and it's a two-way thing. Some friends are really a blessing from God, and then some will put you down, okay? Some will lead you to a road maybe, ideally you shouldn't have taken. So it's a two-way thing. So just to answer what you asked, how, the friends help us on this journey. Yeah. So still think we need to be selective with the people we choose. Yeah, just like even God himself, he loved everyone.
Everybody.
He loves everyone, but he didn't work with everyone. He selected only the 12 disciples that he got to literally share, his journey with. Yeah. So we need to be selective with the friends, the people we bring into our lives. Yeah. Do they help us to grow? Do they motivate us?
Are you growing?
Are you growing with them? Are they good people? Do they believe in, the same things you believe in? Sometimes we put our beliefs aside, but that is important. That is important because even the Bible says, how can two walk together? Verse 3, you get my point, yeah. So we have to be very mindful of the people. Yeah, they will lift you, but some will even take you to a road, yes, that you wouldn't want to take. So in this journey of growth, when you're trying to transform yourself, to work on yourself, surround yourself with people who believe or share the same goals as you, or probably who have conquered the horrors or fears that maybe you're trying to fight, or people who have made it to maybe a certain level where you want to go. Okay, so and then when you do that, because it will still take us back to our topic we had previously of people pleasing, yeah, because even if you just choose people randomly and then maybe these people don't even have any interest at heart for you, so that's when you see people will
just be friends with
yes, now you literally do everything just to stay with these people because they've made it. Yeah, so it goes back to how you select your friends and what do they add to your life.
Okay, so as we get close to the end of this, I want to talk about growth through networking and professional relationships, but I think that we've talked about. We have talked about the career world. Mentors. I want how does this guidance shape us? Because I know most people think they can get through life without mentors, and we all think, yes, these mentors have faults. They are not angels, but how do you, because you have a mentor, how does your mentor shape you for success?
Okay. Majority of the people take mentorship for granted. Yeah, and then sometimes they actually take it for weakness.
Maybe we are not even aware
that we need, mentorship or something. But let me be honest with you. Every person that has made it in life,
yes,
majority of the successful people in this world,
yes,
have been mentored by someone, either directly or indirectly. You see, even in the Bible, Paul said, "Follow me as I follow Christ."
True.
Why? He was looking at Jesus, right?
He had a model
exactly as his name. Okay, so mentorship is very key to your goals, your success, and where you have to go. But again, it goes back to how you select your mentors. Okay,
yes.
They always try to get a mentor who maybe has your interest at heart. Okay, because they'll literally pour out and
you because they know they are doing this free of charge.
But because their success is, if you're successful, that is how they define success to pay. But in a nutshell, we all need mentors. We need to be, because then when I look back, if I didn't have my mentor, probably I wouldn't even be here.
And I'm sorry to cut you short, but you see, there's something we don't understand. Do you know why we take long to do some things in life? And okay, you can say, I'm going to write a book that you would have written in 1 year, you end up writing it for 3 years, because we are not guided. We have no one to keep us accountable. You do things when you want to do them. But if you have someone who is going to ask you, how far? When is this happening? We procrastinate on even the smallest issue. So
I had someone say, why would you want to invent to like introduce, or how is that called, invent something, a new idea, yet there is someone who has excelled in that area? Why do you want to go back to scratch when there is someone who has overcome something? Yeah, it's a journey that would have taken you maybe 4 years or something.
Yes.
Yeah, it can be narrowed down to a year or a month because you're under, guidance and then supervision of someone. So, and me, this is what I would want to tell our viewers. If you want to make it in life, have something you're referencing to. Follow someone who has made it. Okay? Be under someone's guidance. until you make it. Okay?
And sort of for the right reason.
For that, yeah, it's not just
Because, someone said something up there in my office, something up there. But someone said something, and Bambi, people came for the person. And they were right. Because she was describing people from the top, not from the bottom. Because following this human scale out here that someone has dressed, and you can get lost. Because someone can be dressed so well and they're deep, they are broken. They are literally broken. You're not even really only to cut it short, really. You need to know what you're following.
you need to know. Yeah, that's why we said you have to define what growth looks like. What success?
What are you looking?
What are you looking for?
Anyway, I have here some tips on how to build meaningful connections that I'll just go through. There are practical ways to foster deep, genuine relationships. You be practical about something. You can't say, this is my mentor, and you'll not talk to them in years. Someone saying, oh, Bambi, that's my mentor. He mentors me. When did you last speak to the person? Last year. Who has been mentoring you since in this period? You understand? So we need to be practical about our...
Yes.
Also, connections are not going to find you where you are.
Different. Some people confuse mentorship to role models.
I know.
You know that? Someone will say, my mentor is this, and you've never talked to that person. That person doesn't even know that you.
We had an argument up there. Someone saying that Elon Musk can be his mentor. And we are like, does he know you? How is he going to say, did you do this today? He doesn't.
It doesn't, yes.
So, I was also saying that a connection is not going to find you seated at home.
It won't. And it won't find the current version of you.
You have to sell that character somewhere. You have to move. Be active. When you see somebody who can do something for you, not grab them. No. Be speak up. Find that person. Find a way of, making that connection happen. Because people don't like talking to people they don't know. Well, that's something I know. Everyone will be with themselves until someone breaks that silence and brings up a story. That's when people will have a connection immediately. Because Lily, we may not know each other and we sit in a place. And then I say something that clearly relates to you. And someone will be like, oh, you also do this? Yeah, I also do. You should come by to my shop. Okay, I will. What else do you do? Oh, you can bring me this. I can buy that. Thanks.
So let me just have a story. I remember when I was still at university, and I was lucky that I had a job then, yeah, and I was working at church.
Yes.
Yeah. Of course, my dad is a pastor, so he was like, instead of, struggling doing this and this, come up with us. Yeah. So I start working at the church office. Chic. And that's the hardest time of my life. Yeah? It was the hardest time of my life. Why? The lady, our administrative pastor by then, she's, my God, she's, someone you would say, this girl is perfect.
Yeah.
She was so good. She was, very eloquent. She was fluent, well-traveled. She comes from a stable family. She literally had everything together. And to date, I admired that girl. And I still do, yeah? But look, because I was coming from a totally different world, so instead of using her, instead of learning from her, instead of boldly walking to her and, saying to her, you know what, you literally have everything that I would want to have in life. You literally are what I am working towards. Can you please guide me? And she was there. She was willing to support me and all that, because I remember she tried. but because I was so, like you said, comfortable.
Yep.
And sometimes also this goes back, and I would like to tell our listeners, don't look for people you're comfortable with. Okay?
Yeah.
You know,
Because they will keep you in the same place.
in the same place.
Because you're comfortable.
Because you're comfortable.
You'll either be costing from year to year.
Exactly. So I'm like, no, this one is too good for me. I can't learn from her. And instead of embracing that opportunity, I actually resisted it. Okay, and that's why I said it ended up being the worst, work experience and all that, because I didn't want to accept. I got into a confidence crisis, something like that, and even the little things that I could do, like I couldn't do when I'm around her. So ideally, I should have been able to walk to her and like, could you please
ask for the help.
Julie, do you know where I would be right now? Do you know where I would be right now?
You're about to be there.
So in brief, sometimes we need to be bold.
Yes.
Like you said, if you've seen someone who has done it, walk to them.
Don't be proud.
Don't be proud, exactly.
It doesn't put food on the table.
It doesn't.
Like, don't be proud. Talk to that person. They can be rude, but
what does it cost?
you have done your part. It's not going to write itself. Oh, I am that person. By the way, I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want to manifest it till I stop. I don't want to say it, but there is that point in life where someone is so proud to say hello because I don't know you and you don't know what you're missing. Let me say this. There is also balancing independence with interdependence and the power of but what do they call it? What's the English word? Reciprocating.
Yes.
Giving and receiving. Yeah. Like, let those things balance. Don't overtake, don't overgive. You understand? Let it balance and don't overdepend. Don't overdepend on a connection because they are not your parents. Okay, no. But like, don't overdepend on somebody to make them feel like you're a burden. People will stop picking up your calls, Lily.
And I think that's why people don't even want to mentor.
Yes, it's the work.
Then you don't want to spread your wings. You always want to be shaded under this person.
Someone will tell you do this and then you're like, but I don't have this. And then they fix that. But I cannot do that. They fix that. You become a burden.
A burden, sure.
So you have to balance this. What am I giving to this person? What am I taking? Don't take everything and then you're not. So those are my two points. I can let you have your own say about them. Don't overdepend. Balance interdependence with dependence, and also balance reciprocating, like giving, not overtaking. Like, don't consume just because it's boring. Even you when you're helping somebody with something, okay. That you keep giving me verses. I've not given you verses in a while. I'm so guilty. But you see that it makes me lazy. I'm always waiting for you to send so that I can consume.
Yeah. Just one more last thing about mentorship. Maybe what we need to be conscious about. Like we said earlier, you have to define what success goes by to you and then it grows. Yeah. Don't overstay. Okay? They overstay. Yes, be mentored, but have a goal, yes, in mind that, okay, this is what I want, and once you achieve it, spread your wings. Some people don't want, they stay. Mentorship is not supposed to be forever. The first, see you period. Yeah,
you grow and there's harvesting time.
Exactly. So when you're under mentorship, yes, try to also, desire to depend on yourself. Don't over, depend on me, because if my mentor is not there, then I can't. If my mentor doesn't read my script, then I can't publish it. What if he's not there?
He's not there. What if he's dealing with things?
What if the season has ended? God sent season. What if that door is closed now? So you get stuck, you go back. Okay, so as you're receiving,
Yeah.
as you're receiving from this person,
Yes.
be intentional. But you know what? I'm doing this for a specific period that I should be able to, to spread my wings. I should be able to depend on myself. I should be able to pick everything that I've learned from this person and then I share with other people. That is how the cycle continues.
Okay. Guys, thank you. If you're still with us, thank you for sticking with us today. This topic was complicated, and I'm sure there are people who have discussed it even better or close to what we've done. But yeah, we have tried our best to give you what we have in stock. So if this has done something for you, I want you to share it with someone it could help. And let's not take things for granted.
Yes.
That's why I want to leave you with a question. Who has influenced you with your growth? Talk to that person today and actually send them a message. Dive deep within you and check what kind of growth do you need and who could actually give you that growth. But thank you for staying with us till the end. See you next time.
Yes.